this, to be honest. I made a whole video talking about how you can just make a bomb just with like a neutron and uranium. Now, in this video, I'm gonna give you instructions on how to actually make one. Now, this is for entertainment and, well, video reasons only. I will not go into pure depth about this in case if somebody actually tries to make a bomb using this video, in which I highly suggest you not to. It's highly illegal. And yeah, disclaimer over. I just want to teach you now. So, in order to make a bomb, you really only need a few things there. You need a neutron, which they're pretty much everywhere. You need to contain one. Well, you know what a neutron is, right? An elemental particle. And you need a piece of HEU. HEU is what we call a highly enriched uranium. Now, what we do with highly enriched uranium, that is what is going to cause the explosion. With these with this piece of HEU, what we're gonna do is we're going to make is that well, we're gonna steal this. I'm not gonna steal it, you're not gonna steal it, right? Let's just say for the video's purpose that you do steal a piece of HEU, this is what you do. Now, the main part where you HEU from is Russia. Now Russia, from my sources, it has about 200 to 300 kilograms of uranium. Now, I remember reading a documentary where a ton of uranium busts happen, all happen in Russia, sneaking through Georgia. Boom, bap, bam, done. Yeah. I'll come to this in depth later, but let's say you get the uranium, right? You mass sneak through Georgia, you're in the Middle East, boom. You get a neuron, here's what you do. Now, you make a firing chamber. So let's say this. Crap, this way too high. That's it. This right here. Oh, you can't see it. Wait, right. That's the firing chamber, right? I'm going to like cover it through so you can see. That's the firing chamber. Now, you put in a cartridge. Inside, we have the neutron. Now, you're gonna seal it. Wait for it to fire before you can unload the casing. You're going to pull through the barrel, and at the bottom of the barrel, you're going to have the HEU right here. Now, here's what you do. On command, whenever you have like a remote or whatever, well, connects to this. What it should do is it should open this cartridge, fire this inside of this, and it hits straight into the piece of uranium. Now, how does this happen? What does it do? Great question. What it's going to do is that it's going to create this really weird reaction where, because of how unstable radioactive things are, if you fire in another neutron, it should explode. It should split it apart. Nuclear fission. Now, we have done this many times. Nagasaki, Hiroshima, those, that's what we did right there. We created this apparatus to some extent. Now, I'm not going to go into that because I don't want people making bombs. This is a rough copy of exactly what happened. Now, here's the scary part. Everything here, except the highly enriched uranium, is easily accessible. Now, what do you need? You need a recoilless gun. You need enough metal to make a barrel. You need enough metal to make a cartridge. You need a remote detonator that causes this to fire in this. You need a firing pin, obviously, and then you need to pull through the barrel. It's really that easy to make a bomb. Here's the scary thing though. In 2006 was the last, well, recorded and busted case of stolen uranium in Russia. In 2006, a man by the name of Oleg Kinsegov, February 2006, seized 100 grams of pure 90% weapon grade, highly enriched uranium. 100 grams of this. Now, here's the thing. I don't have to do this properly. Kitty litter has 200 BQ. Now, that's what we use to measure like radiation, and that's what they use to see if there's like any sort of uranium or anything within certain shipments. Has 200 BQ. Now, a gram of uranium has 25,000 BQ. The quaterals. Now, let's say that you have 100 grams of uranium. You seal it within like a container made of lead. That should cover most of the radiation. Basically, nothing seeps through already. And if there's any other thing else, you could just stuff as much kitty as you want through it, and it could easily get past all sorts of radiation checks. Now, Kinsakov, he was only caught smuggling it through Georgia in 2006. Now, the last case was around 1994 and 1996 before 2006. That's a 10-year gap. We have about a 20-year gap by now. And furthermore, terrorists could have bombs. Now, here's the thing about nuclear weaponry, is that nuclear weaponry is dangerous. The main problem that we see with nuclear weaponry is that it's not actually people detonating it, but mistakes that happen. And with nuclear weaponry, there is easily a chance to get bombs like mistaken or like accidentally sent anywhere. Now, warheads. The US alone has lost 6 nuclear missiles. 6. You're telling me 6 highly graded like combustion machines basically are missing. Now, if you've never looked at Nagasaki or Hiroshima, the damage is massive. It blew up basically the entire city completely. It was so horrible that the US had to come back afterwards, sign a treaty, and repair basically everything. You know what Oppenheimer said after, well, he said that nuclear terrorism is inevitable. Robert Oppenheimer himself, the inventor of the atom bomb, said nuclear terrorism is inevitable. Now, the main problem with nuclear terrorism is that terrorists are willing to kill themselves. They're willing to kill themselves and kill everything just to prove a point. Now, you see, with other countries firing nuclear bombs up, and that there's very reserved because they know that they have to continue to live. But terrorists, they don't think that. If terrorists have bombs, I'm telling you, if terrorists have bombs, they'll easily use them. Here's what I obviously propose. I propose that everybody signs a treaty. Everybody gets 1 nuke, highly guarded by the UN. They are not guarded by the country. They're guarded by a facility, not just the UN, but a funded facility that everybody is putting money into. Now, this facility, it is access to all nuclear code, it is access to all nuclear bombs everywhere, and is access to all of them in the live feed. Now, what does this facility have access to? Everything. If there's ever corruption or bribery, that facility, they have the ability to shut down that nuke and remove it, but permanently, locking that country permanently. Now, this I believe that's a very good idea, mainly because of the fact that you could lose your bomb permanently. If you permanently lose a nuclear bomb, you are left completely a sitting duck. If it weren't for nukes, I bet you China and the US would probably be at war right now. If it weren't for nukes. Why is America, why is the US attacking Iran? No, mainly because they don't have bombs yet. Wait, was it Iran or was it Iraq? Oh, whatever. Now, same goes for a lot of countries. They may have bombs and we don't know about that.